Alright, cool. Now, so, I guess for this new recording, welcome everybody back to Ratchet and Clank. At the moment of the stream, I'm an hour 50 in. It is 11:40, and my flight is later today it's 11:40 p.m. on the 13th. My flight is at 1 o'clock on the 14th. So I'm gonna have a little bit of a night stream and go for this. Yeah. Anyways. So I guess for a quick recap, here.
Greetings, Executive Chairman Drek.
Dispense with the pleasantries, Lieutenant. My sources tell me you're behind schedule. You must prepare this planet to be harvested for our new world.
Yes, sir. As you can see, everything is moving along as planned.
I'm counting on you, Lieutenant. And as your former commander can tell you, I don't take disappointment well.
Yes, sir. I won't fail.
So, if you guys don't know what Ratchet & Clank is, or have never played any of the series growing up, basic plot, it's kind of what a lot of people consider as a generic evil villain plotline of villain wants to take pieces from a bunch of different worlds to rebuild their own world. That's kind of the major plot point of what's happening in Ratchet & Clank. However, there's a lot more nuance in this, as well as, like, if you look at this game from what it was at the time, and especially like how much of social commentary it is, there's a lot going on to it. This game is actually a lot deeper than it does take itself to be, but it's also like funny and punchy too. So there's a lot of that. The music is a banger, and that's all you need to know. There's a lot of great weapons you can use in the game, and yeah. So this next level is my #1 favorite, right next to the hoverboard world. I love the soundtrack to this one. This one and the original Velvet. Oh, hey, cutscene.
Yes, quite lovely. That should just about do it. Commander, we are finished with this world. Commence towing our planet to its next destination. Lieutenant!
Yes, sir.
You have fulfilled your tree quota. Barely.
We are ready to return to base.
Not so fast, Lieutenant. Just because we don't need any more trees doesn't mean they should have them. Destroy everything.
Yeah. So yeah, there's your basic plot to the game. So evil villain's gonna evil villain. Wow, I never noticed that was actually supposed to be a lot more of like a hand-drawn mini game. I never noticed that, actually. It's only now. Oh, don't you do this to me. Made it. Yeah, I'm just gonna do cutscene mode and I'll let the music explain why this is my favorite world.
You sure showed him.
I suppose I did.
Is your current occupation leaving a rotten taste in your mouth? Then you need to know about BTS, Blog Tactical Research Station. Hi, I'm Supreme Executive Chairman Drek, and we here at BTS are seeking motivated individuals to fill positions in these exciting careers. Grind boot tester, warhead assembly technician, mutant animal husbandry, robot repairman, suck cannon test dummy, and administrative assistant. So call BTS. Build our weapons while you build your future.
I'm calling BTS today.
Now we're talking. Did you see all the cool gadgets they're making? Let's go get some.
No, we must continue our search for Captain Quark.
You're absolutely right.
I am?
Sure. We need to find Quark. Although when we find him, wouldn't it be nice to be able to tell him where Chairman Drek is?
I suppose.
Well, we go to the space station and talk to the scientists. They work for Drek, so they're bound to know where he is.
I am unsure about your logic.
Ah, you think too much. Come on, let's go.
So something I noticed in that cutscene is just like it previews all the things that you can get in the game as well, and like I feel like we as the player as Ratchet really work well in that scenario of like, ooh, shiny new toys to go grab for, and in my case of playing the game, it's oh yeah, stuff I'm gonna need for later on. That's kind of where my head is at. And now here, coming back to this, I love the music to this planet because this here, it just reminds me of Futurama. And that's why I like this planet the most right here. Just this music. This game has a lot more breakbeats than I thought it would. Or at least like, dang, that was smooth. So, when I'm listening back to this though, that a lot of the music here reminds me of this bass line reminds me of Danny Phantom or YYZ. Or at least like if I'm reminded of Danny Phantom's theme song, it reminds me of YYZ. So I mean like kind of thing. Future Shadow's not gonna edit this in because we don't have time for editing. There is no such thing as editing time. Can I make that? I can't. That is actually a shortcut back here. Bye-bye. But yeah, I love the running bass lines in this. It's really refreshing to come back here and just hear all this again. It was so cool. Lunar Waffles, hi hi! Playing some Space Age Doc Brown, all the guns I see, yes. Space Age Doc Brown, I like that. Funny enough, I actually still need to watch the other two Back to the Future movies. I've only seen Back to the Future 1 fully, and like every time I ever see Back to the Future 3, it's usually like the ending of it, or at least like the start of it, start and the end of it. But I never get the chance to actually watch all of the proper, I've never actually properly watched it. I can't believe I get hit like that. But yeah. I'm in very much a nostalgia trip mood this month, and like I really wanted to come back to this game. Because there's so many moments I love in this that I don't get in a lot of games these days. Don't get me wrong, I still love a lot of modern games, but a lot of them don't satisfy that aesthetic creative itch that I've been wanting. Like, of course I still play Destiny because I love that game for what it is as a sci-fi action, you know, game. And then this one is more of a sci-fi adventure. There's a difference, right? Just because it's like, oh. There you go. And like, this one's more of a globe-trotting one versus like yes, the galaxy is at stake situation, but it's solidly low stakes in a weird way. They go for hyper-realistic visuals and it detracts from the game as a whole. Yeah, don't get me wrong, like, I love that games have that capability, but not every game needs to have that capability. Like, this is 100% cartoony, on all accounts, by definition. But yeah, call it for what it is. The game is very cartoony. Absolutely, and yeah, there's a lot of games that are too serious nowadays. I mean, if you look, if you took that effort into another style, it would be just as epic. Absolutely. Like, don't get me wrong, I've seen a lot of the newer Ratchet & Clank games, because I did play during the PlayStation 3 era. At least I played Future Tools of Destruction, right? And so I have seen what has been done in Rift Apart, and it looks amazing. I want to play Rift Apart because it's insane with how much is in there. And as someone who wants to get into game development, or who is working their best to do game development, there's a lot of that aspect that I love about it. It looks great, especially by lighting-wise. I want to know what's happening story-wise. I want to play all the tools gameplay-wise. You know, like, all these different parts. I want to hear what the music sounds like, and how they take us through the world. Alright, this skip this one. Jump up here. Haha. And like, you could see the individual strands of fur on Ratchet and Rivet. And here you could see the eyelids on Ratchet. And then, especially after playing a lot of Bloodborne yesterday, like, this game is intense, but it's a different kind of intense, you know? But yeah. Another game that Insomniac did way later on that took a lot of the DNA from their early games was, that they brought to Xbox that I really enjoyed was Sunset Overdrive. I'm really, really happy I got to play through Sunset Overdrive, because that's what Ratchet & Clank felt like growing up, you know, like, that high-octane, grind rail adventure kind of thing. Hi. Boing. Oh! I didn't know he had a kick. I mean, not all enemies have, like, some kind of melee move, but that's the first time I've seen the kick. Amazing. And yeah. But just cool stuff like that. Like, they didn't have to go all out to give us, like, that camera angle to do that. But they did it. Oh yeah, Glove of Doom. That was the planetary weapon here. I'm not gonna buy it though, as much as I would like to. I don't need it. I don't need Global Doom. I'm good. So much of the interactables. But yeah, but how are you doing, Lunar Waffles? How's your night been going? Yep. So right now I'm running into a lot of these bolts just because I don't have like something that they fixed a lot in the later game is the bolt pickup mechanic is there's a stronger bolt attract, but in the very beginning, like since this is the very first game, they didn't have that. Or at least like it wasn't implemented as well.
Gadgetron's suck cannon can vacuum up multiple enemies, then fire them out as high-caliber missiles. Caution, enemies must be small enough to fit inside the barrel.
Oh yes. Okay. Also, too many weapons are just fantasy swords and magic default package. Gun that shoots bullets, even Rift Apart. Sorry, Rift Apart. Most of the guns in that are just classics from the old RNC, but more gun-like. And the new ones are basically just a gun. We don't have any devs, we don't have enough devs doing ridiculous things by breaking away from like a real gun style weapons. Even most magic in games is like a real gun with just spells. Absolutely. I mean, like, look at this thing. We just got this. This is the Suck Cannon. You know what the Suck Cannon does? It sucks up enemies. That's what it does. That's what the Suck Cannon does, right? And then you launch them as projectiles. That is how the Suck Cannon works. Now, had I not attacked all the dudes here, I actually could have sucked them all up and gone through this. Right? One of my favorite weapons that does exist is the Chickinator, or there's the Sheepinator, and then there's the Chicken one. Okay, so I went through there. I didn't go up here yet. Something they did fix with the Suck Cannon later on is that it did turn into a lot more of a, it'll pick up anything, so like boxes and then smaller enemies. Now, as for creative weapons, though, if there was one Ratchet & Clank game that did have some really, really creative weapons, next to Deadlocked, it would be Secret Agent Clank. Like, Clank's weapon kit was amazing and hilarious, because, like, you had, like, your typical spy gadgets of, like, yeah, my umbrella doubles as a lightning gun, my carnation doubles as a tangle vine, you know, things like that. As well as just, like, you had some really wacky weapons in the early PlayStation 2 era. Like, another game that sticks out to me was Destroy All Humans 2. I'd never played the first one, but Destroy All Humans 2, the weapons in that one was just as fun. Because, like, you had, like, the brain gun, the probe gun, because, you know, funny, haha, I got probed by an alien weapon. But then there's also, like, the one where you summon the giant worm. You know, things like that. Of course, in the Ratchet & Clank games, spoilers, you have the Rhino. Everybody knows what the Rhino is. If you don't know what the Rhino is, you're gonna know what the Rhino is by the end of this game. By the end of this playthrough, because I'm not gonna stop talking about the Rhino. Because the Rhino is the best weapon. Take a shot every time I say Rhino. Good luck if you're gonna marathon and binge this series. Whatever mad lad you are. Jeez. Because the Rhino is gonna be a... Alright, you're not gonna spoil that for anybody. Don't worry about it. But yes. And that gun has evolved as well. You'll come to see why and what a lot of these weapons are. We did this level in 20 minutes. Not bad. I feel like I could potentially just finish this game in one night. If I just sit down for like 8 hours, I could probably beat this game. If anything, probably 12 hours at the most. But we'll jump over to the next planet, and I'll continue. We can continue talking about, like, the SX game. I have a massive RNC fan as a friend. Streamed me most of the RNC games. Hell yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Hold on, I gotta get some screenshots of the planet. Just so that way I could, you know, have a thumbnail at the ready.
I got some great
the
bargains
taunter.
for you today.
Funny enough, the taunter actually breaks, can break, stuff. Can break the boxes. The favorite Rhino is obviously the one that plays the 1812 Overture. That's fair. Let me change my quick select, though. Now let's do this. Now comes an interesting portion of the game. The Clank levels. Yeah. Now, I know in way later Ratchet and Clank games, like, the Clank levels change by a lot. And I mean a lot.
Jump, then press and hold the X button again while in the air to glide.
Yeah, no, not just yet. Yeah, the Clank levels evolve into being pretty good puzzle sections. Yeah. And again, so something that later Ratchet and Clank games did really well was in the PSP era of Ratchet and Clank. That was a pretty solid era. In that they got pretty creative with all the things they could do. Now hold on. Oh, I can't go up that way yet. It's a frog! Got it. Getting water? No worries. I'm still gonna be here. The level designs to this game is really nice, though. It's pretty straightforward. Speaking of getting water, I should get some water in me, too. That gold bolt is taunting me. But I can't get it right now, because I need to be Ratchet to do a high jump with this thing. Like, the music to this game is the right level of being both, like, whimsical soundtrack while still being epic sci-fi. It was like street sci-fi.
You have just activated the Gadget Bot. To command the Gadget Bot, hold down the triangle button and select wait, follow, and enter.
Bye-bye, buddies. I love how Clank's laugh evolves later on as time goes.
The Gadgetron Hydro Displacer uses insta-faucets and insta-drains. Using it, you can drain and fill pools. Our sensors do not detect any on this space station.
Yep, that's gonna help me later on. And we still got the whole space station to explore. So let's get to it. I think what I need is the next info bot for the next area. And I'm pretty sure the next planet is gonna be Blackwater City, which is like my other favorite level of the game. No, there is one more level that I do. There's like 2 more other levels in this game that I do enjoy.
I'm back.
So you are.
And I found this.
Hey, cool. It's a, what is it?
A hydro displacer.
Great. I always wanted one of those, I guess.
I think I got some lemon fibers stuck in my throat. So I cut up some lemons and put it in my water so that way I could just like have something like flavored to drink. Yeah. And now we get to go back to some action.
This shuttle has an autopilot which will take you to a decommissioned Blarg warship. Our scanners indicate that there may be useful technology on board.
I'll go in the warship last. Gotcha.
Need a little...
Oopsies. I accidentally stopped the Gadgetron dialogue. Welcome back. So yeah, I was just talking about. Actually, I don't know what I was talking about. I didn't really have too much to say after a certain point. In that, like, if you play your cards right in video games like this, you'll be able to like set yourself up for a good spot. Because, like, there's a lot of things you expect to get, and a lot of things you don't expect to get. Hold on a minute. Okay. It's the rule of, like, set yourself up so that way you don't have to go back to... You don't have to backtrack too much. Now, if I'm looking at this correctly... No. Let's go wide. There we go. Got it. Oh, we hit the jackpot. Yeah, this is gonna help us for later by so much. Oh, man. It's a frog. Yeah, I'm not gonna play this like a speedrunner, but because of just how much I do know about the game beforehand, I'm gonna want to rush certain parts of this. But you know, that's just experience talking. Oh, nuts. That's a witness of experiencing in the process. I'm gonna take those moments with iframes. Nope. For it. Nope. I could talk about how to break that, or how that works from a game dev standpoint, but I'm not going to. Because that ruins the fun out of it, of just like knowing how those things work. Ah, yes. I don't know this part. Oh yeah. I missed it. I can't believe I missed it. It's fine. We're fine. Oh wait, you know what? Oh no. Ah! Dang it. Oh no. That's a new one. I never got stuck like that before. Did my... I think my VTuber model just died. Hold on, I gotta fix that. I see. Well, that's scuff. You know what I say though? If you aren't having technical difficulties while you're streaming, are you even streaming at all? Don't worry, this is normal. Alright, cool. Also, when I do travel, you actually are gonna get actual face cam shadow versus VTuber shadow, because there's no way the laptop I'm gonna be working with has the capabilities to run a lot of this stuff. Yeah. Can I climb up there? I can. That is really satisfying, I do gotta say. That reminds me, I'm seeing a saving in the bottom left corner. That reminds me, I should save the game. Yes. But also because I'm paranoid. I'm gonna have 2 save files. Just in case. Just in case. No matter what, that's one thing that's gonna be a common paranoia move of gamers, is we're so used to our memory and data getting corrupted that, like, I smell boss fight. Yeah, big open room, hazy look. Yeah, this is everything that spells boss fight. Let's get in there. Got it. First try. Yeah. Honestly, Bomb Glove goes clutch. It's like a solid, reliable weapon. And like from there, that's really the only, like, that's kind of really the only weapons I need.
Oh, whew. Thought I was a goner this time. Some nano-wit in genetics must have left the cages open again.
You could come down now.
Honestly, a gadget engineer deserves a bit more respect, if you ask me.
So, you are an inventor.
Gadget engineer. I create revolutionary devices for Executive Chairman Drek. For instance, Viola. My soon-to-be patented grind boots. Look, I need to get out of here so I can find a new job. How about I sell you these at cost?
Sell? After we just saved your scrawny butt?
All right. I'll give you the employee discount, too. Well, thanks. I'm gonna get out of here while I still can.
You've got the grind boots. Grind boots let you travel on rails like this. Just jump onto the rail and grind.
I just realized I was muted the entire time I was talking. So what I was saying is that, like, there's a balance in the Ratchet and Clank series of using both your gadgets and your weapons. And, like, I really like this one because it really emphasizes those gadgets. That, like, yeah, to solve the puzzle, you need to get this, but to get this, you need to go over here. And to go over here, you need to go over there to get that. You know, it's a lot of, like, have you done this beforehand kind of thing, which I really love. Because, like, if you're back then, I was the kind of player where it's like, oh yeah, I would go forward, go back, go forward, go back, and then, you know, I would go back and forth. Here, this time around, like, that's not so much the case. But yeah, whereas later on, they treat the gadgets as just a feature of the game, like, it's built in. And, like, that's the hard part about having a long-running franchise of a series, is that, like, things that were considered difficult in the past end up becoming a feature of the game. Let's see, do I go this way? No. Do I go this way? Yes. Alright. Okay. Oh, I see. Just the sheer amount of sound of slimy pitter-patter feet on the floor. Oh, you little... Ow. Hi. Hey, buddies. Got him. Hell yes. Oh yeah. I'm not gonna push the big red button just yet. Yep, now we're gonna push the big shiny red button.
Thank you for selecting our automated self-destruct feature. Vessel annihilation sequence initiated. Please
Let's
remove
do
all
this.
personal belongings.
Nope, 40 seconds on the clock. I'm not gonna deal with that.
Just a reminder, this vessel will self-destruct shortly, so you should leave now.
This is Darla Gratch reporting live from Blackwater City. We've just learned that Captain Quark will be presenting the grand prize at the Intergalactic Hoverboard Championship, which will be held here over the next few days. In related news, this planet has recently been suffering from an infestation of strange amoeboid creatures. The city's administration has assured this reporter that every step has been taken to eradicate these nuisances. Darla Gratch, Channel 2 News.
Did you see that?
Yes, I hope that poor woman is all right.
She's fine, I think. I was talking about the hoverboard races.
And that's gonna do it for this planet. We're done here. I mean, like, I can come back here later on as Ratchet and, like, finish off, like, the sequence. Or, like, just getting, like, the last thing I'm missing, which is the gold bolt. And that's about it. But we've gotten through a good portion of, like, the beginning of the game, really. Like, honestly, I think I could do this in one sitting. I feel like I could. But with that, I'm in the recording here. Up next is going to be another one of my favorite planets, and I'm really excited. If you guys want to see that, either continue staying tuned for the live stream, or subscribe on the YouTube channel when the VOD does go up. Like I said, I'm going to be doing daily uploads between both this game and Bloodborne. So you're going to get, like, the daily double. And, yeah. So, happy Throwback Month, everybody. Like, I'm really happy I'm getting to play this game again. I know I'm not saying too much now at this point because, like, I've kind of expended a lot of my brain power in the first, like, 3 levels of the game, but because I'm flying through these levels like it's nothing because of just how much I still remember this game to this day. How much, like, I love this game. But if you guys want to see how the next parts of it goes, make sure to subscribe, and I will catch you all in the next recording. I might do the cheese farm for this. I don't know yet, but we'll see. We'll see. Until then, I'll catch you all in the next recording.